When it comes to health and vitality, especially as we age, many of us want to do everything possible to preserve our energy, protect our bodies, and increase our chances of living a long, meaningful life. Vitamins and supplements line drugstore and supermarket shelves, promising support for our hearts, bones, immune systems, and even our mood. Many adults over 50 turn to these pills, gummies, and capsules for a sense of reassurance, seeking to fill the nutritional gaps they perceive in their diets. But the truth, as revealed by longevity experts and research, is more nuanced, and in certain cases, much more caution is warranted. As we reflect on our health habits, one message rings clear. More isn't always better, and not all vitamins are harmless. Even though vitamin supplements are widely available over the counter, they can carry real risks, particularly when it comes to older adults. Age changes the way our bodies handle nutrients, and the stakes are higher in a body that's been collecting wisdom and wear and tear for decades. Of all the commonly used supplements, there's one that Christopher Norman, a respected geriatric nurse practitioner with the National Council on Aging, urges people over 50 to reconsider and, more often than not, avoid altogether. That vitamin is vitamin A. Vitamin A is indeed essential. It's a fat-soluble vitamin that plays a vital role in maintaining healthy vision, supporting the immune system, and keeping skin vibrant and resilient. Adult men are advised to get about 900 micrograms of vitamin A per day, while women need about 700 micrograms. It's tempting to think of vitamin A as an unambiguous good. Why not take a supplement and guarantee you're covered? The problem lies in the fact that vitamin A is so plentiful in common foods, and our bodies are naturally skilled at extracting what we need from them. A varied, balanced diet will nearly always provide enough vitamin A, even as we age. But when vitamin A is taken in supplement form, the balance can tip too far, and the body's ability to regulate its levels is tested, sometimes with dangerous consequences. For people over 50, the line between enough and too much vitamin A becomes especially fine. Our changing metabolisms, accompanied by age-related health conditions and medications, can make it easier to accidentally overdo it. And excessive vitamin A can lead to serious health issues that are especially concerning for older adults. First and foremost, high levels of vitamin A have been linked to reduced bone density. This presents a unique danger. As we get older, our bones naturally become more fragile, and our risk of falling increases. Reduced bone density means that even a minor fall can result in fractures, or worse. According to data from health authorities, falls are the leading cause of injury among people over 65, and broken bones can trigger a cascade of medical complications. Studies have delivered mixed results regarding vitamin A's effect on bone health, but enough evidence exists to raise genuine red flags. Some research suggests that excess vitamin A can actively reduce bone density, making falls and fractures even more likely as we age. But the hazards don't end there. Overconsumption of vitamin A is also linked to liver damage and joint pain, as well as symptoms such as headache, nausea, and diarrhea. These issues can be especially difficult for older adults to manage, compounding existing medical conditions and potentially leading to further complications. Why does this happen? Vitamin A is stored in the liver, and when excess builds up over time, it places significant stress on this vital organ. The liver's job is to process and filter nutrients, toxins, and medications. When it's overwhelmed, its ability to function can suffer, and with it, our overall health. Despite these risks, some older adults still turn to vitamin A supplements, often out of worry about eye health or other age-associated changes. It's true that vitamin A deficiency is linked with vision problems, and it's natural to want to prevent sight loss as we age. But again, supplementing is rarely needed if your diet is even moderately balanced. Your body is designed to extract and regulate the nutrients it needs from whole foods. This is a finely tuned process, honed over millennia of human evolution. So, what should someone over 50 do instead? Focus on food. The very best sources of vitamin A are not found in bottles, but on your plate. Leafy green vegetables, sweet potatoes, carrots, and cantaloupe are loaded with the carotenoids your body converts into vitamin A. Animal sources like salmon, dairy products, and liver also provide plentiful retinol, the active form of vitamin A found in supplements. These foods are not only rich in this vitamin, but also offer fiber, minerals, antioxidants, and other health-supporting compounds that supplements simply can't match. The advice from longevity experts is clear. If you're not suffering from a documented vitamin A deficiency, steer clear of vitamin A supplements. Instead, embrace an eating pattern rich in colorful vegetables, fruits, dairy, and proteins that nourish you naturally. Listen to your body, honor your cravings for fresh foods, and let nature supply the balance your body understands best. Vitamin A isn't the only supplement that deserves careful consideration as we get older. Vitamin B6, for example, is crucial in forming red blood cells and supporting the nervous system. But here too much of a good thing can turn problematic. Excessive vitamin B6 can cause neurological issues such as poor balance and even permanent nerve damage, once again raising the risk of falls and undermining independence. Like vitamin A, B6 is abundant in fish, poultry, potatoes, starchy vegetables, and many other wholesome foods. If you or a loved one is considering a new supplement, how can you ensure it's the right move? Start by reading product labels, looking for evidence that the supplement has been independently tested for quality and purity. Critically assess whether you need the supplement at all. Don't take it just because it's trendy or because you saw a compelling ad. Most importantly, consult your healthcare provider before starting anything new. Your doctor or pharmacist knows your medical history and can help identify potential risks, interactions, or duplications in your regimen. Open communication can save you from serious side effects and guide you toward healthier choices. In a world saturated with wellness advice and miracle cures, the timeless basics, nutritious food, regular movement, restful sleep, and meaningful connection remain the true foundation of longevity. Supplements have their place when deficiency is documented or special dietary needs exist. But for most people over 50, good health comes from the grocery aisle, not the pharmacy shelf. Remember, you can't out-supplement a poor diet or the wisdom of an experienced healthcare provider. Embrace the variety, color, and richness of real food. Stay informed, stay cautious, and give your body the support it needs to thrive in every decade of life. When it comes to nutrition in our golden years, vegetables are often regarded as some of the healthiest foods we can include in our diets. Rich in vitamins, minerals, and fiber, they form the backbone of a well-balanced plate. However, not all vegetables are suitable for everyone, especially elderly people who may have specific medical conditions or dietary restrictions. While it's rare for vegetables to be outright forbidden, some should be consumed with caution or avoided altogether by seniors, depending on their health status. Let's explore 5 vegetables that might not be ideal for all elderly individuals, and the reasons why certain people in this age group should consider limiting or excluding these from their diets. First on the list are nightshade vegetables, and chief among them is the humble eggplant. Nightshades, which include eggplant, tomatoes, peppers, and potatoes, contain a compound known as solanine. While solanine is not dangerous for most people in the amounts found in these vegetables, some elderly individuals, particularly those who suffer from joint pain, arthritis, or inflammatory disorders, report worsened symptoms after consuming nightshades. The reason may be a sensitivity to solanine, which, in rare cases, can exacerbate inflammation and joint discomfort. Moreover, eggplant also contains oxalates, which contribute to kidney stone formation. Since kidney stones tend to be a greater risk as people age, especially for those with a history of stones or reduced kidney function, it may be advisable for susceptible seniors to limit their eggplant intake. Next, we turn our attention to raw cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cabbage, kale, and Brussels sprouts. These vegetables are celebrated for their cancer-fighting and heart-healthy nutrients, but when eaten raw, they can be problematic for elderly individuals with certain thyroid issues. Cruciferous vegetables contain goitrogens, substances that interfere with the production of thyroid hormones by blocking iodine uptake. In most cases, consuming these vegetables in moderation poses no problem, especially when they are cooked, which reduces goitrogenic activity. However, for elderly individuals already suffering from hypothyroidism or those taking thyroid medication, Large quantities of raw cruciferous vegetables may interfere with the delicate balance of their thyroid health. In such cases, it is best to moderate consumption and prefer cooked forms where possible. Spinach, the third vegetable on our list, is another beloved green often praised for its impressive nutrient profile. Rich in iron, magnesium, and vitamins, it's easy to see why spinach maintains its superfood status. However, like eggplant, spinach is also high in oxalates. For seniors with a history of kidney stones, especially those prone to calcium oxalate stones, excessive spinach consumption can increase the risk of recurrence. Additionally, spinach contains vitamin K, which can interfere with blood-thinning medications like warfarin. Elderly individuals taking such medications should be particularly cautious, as sudden increases in vitamin K intake can reduce the effectiveness of these medicines, potentially leading to dangerous blood clotting. It's not necessary to avoid spinach entirely, but regulating how much and how often it is eaten is often recommended. Fourth on our list, we find beets and beet greens. Beets are vibrant root vegetables that are high in nutrients, but they also come with a unique caveat. Beets are naturally high in nitrates, which, once metabolized in the body, can lower blood pressure. While this effect is actually beneficial for many, for elderly individuals who are already on blood pressure medication or who have low blood pressure, consuming large amounts of beets may lead to hypertension. In rare circumstances, too much nitrate can also result in a condition known as methemoglobinemia, where the blood's ability to carry oxygen is impaired, though this is more common in infants than in the elderly. Furthermore, like spinach, beet greens are quite high in oxalates. To minimize risks, elders with kidney issues or blood pressure sensitivities should consider limiting their intake of beets and beet greens, or consult a healthcare provider before making them a dietary staple. Last, we come to canned or pickled vegetables. Think canned green beans, pickled cucumbers, and sauerkraut. While not a specific vegetable itself, the method of preparation makes a significant difference. Canned and pickled vegetables tend to be very high in sodium, as salt is used both for flavor and preservation. For the elderly population, excessive sodium intake is a leading contributor to high blood pressure, fluid retention, and a worsening of heart and kidney conditions. High salt diets are also associated with a greater risk of stroke and exacerbation of osteoporosis due to increased calcium loss in the urine. For seniors who are managing hypertension or congestive heart failure, avoiding heavily salted vegetables is essential. Opt for fresh or frozen vegetables instead, or if canned is the only option, choose those with low or no added salt and always rinse before eating. So, does this mean vegetables are off the table for the elderly? Absolutely not. Vegetables remain a cornerstone of a healthy diet at every age. The key is personalizing food choices based on individual health needs. For those with arthritis, limiting nightshades like eggplant may help reduce discomfort. If you're taking thyroid medication, enjoy cruciferous vegetables cooked and in moderation. For seniors with a history of kidney stones, watch your intake of spinach and beet greens. If you're managing blood pressure, be cautious with beets. And for anyone watching their salt intake, steer clear of canned or pickled varieties whenever possible. Before making dietary changes, it's best to consult with a healthcare provider or a registered dietitian, especially if you have chronic health conditions or take medications that require careful management of nutrients like vitamin K or sodium. By staying informed and making thoughtful choices, you can continue to enjoy the benefits of vegetables while minimizing potential health risks. Remember, balance and moderation are the keys to maintaining health and vitality as we age. With a little care and knowledge, there's still a whole garden of options to explore. As we age, maintaining good health becomes especially important, and a balanced diet rich in vegetables can play a crucial role in supporting vitality, preventing chronic illnesses, and enhancing overall well-being. Not all vegetables are created equal, however, and certain types offer particular benefits that are especially valuable for the elderly. Here, we'll explore 5 types of vegetables that are highly recommended for seniors and discuss the specific health effects associated with each. First, let's talk about leafy greens, a group that includes spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and collard greens. Leafy greens are packed with an impressive array of vitamins and minerals, including vitamins K, A, C, and EE, as well as powerful antioxidants and fiber. One of the standout nutrients here is vitamin K, which plays a key role in blood clotting and maintaining strong bones. This is especially relevant for older adults who are at an increased risk of osteoporosis and fractures. Additionally, leafy greens support eye health through the presence of lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that help filter harmful light and reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration. The fiber in leafy greens also promotes digestive health, helping to regulate bowel movements and prevent constipation, a common concern among seniors. Consuming these vegetables regularly may also lower the risk of heart disease by improving cholesterol levels and reducing blood pressure. Next, we come to cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and cabbage. These vegetables are renowned for their phytonutrients, which have been shown to provide strong protection against cancer. Sulforaphane, found in high quantities in broccoli, is a powerful compound that supports natural detoxification in the body and may reduce the growth of cancer cells. In addition, cruciferous vegetables are high in vitamin C, supporting immune function, a critical consideration as the immune system often weakens with age. Their fiber content also aids digestion, while potassium supports healthy blood pressure. Furthermore, the combination of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties in cruciferous vegetables makes them helpful in combating inflammatory conditions and supporting cognitive health, potentially lowering the risk of memory decline. A third category to highlight is root vegetables, like carrots, sweet potatoes, and beets. These vegetables are rich in complex carbohydrates, providing sustained energy that can help seniors feel more alert and active throughout the day. Carrots, in particular, are well known for their high beta-carotene content, which the body converts to vitamin A, a nutrient essential for maintaining healthy vision, skin, and immune function. Sweet potatoes share similar benefits and offer a substantial dose of vitamin C and potassium. Beets are especially noteworthy for their nitrates, which help improve blood flow and can enhance cardiovascular health by reducing blood pressure. For elderly individuals, these root vegetables can be a valuable source of not only nutrients but also hydration, as many root vegetables have high water content. Legumes and beans, such as lentils, chickpeas, and green beans, should not be overlooked. These are excellent sources of plant-based protein and dietary fiber, making them essential for maintaining muscle mass and supporting digestive health. As we age, loss of muscle mass becomes a concern, leading to weakness and decreased mobility. The protein found in legumes is crucial for muscle repair and maintenance. The fiber in these vegetables is also particularly valuable, promoting a healthy gut microbiome and preventing constipation. Moreover, legumes are rich in folate, iron, and magnesium, all important for brain function, energy production, and heart health. Consuming beans and legumes has been linked to lower cholesterol levels, improved blood sugar regulation, and a reduced risk of chronic diseases such as diabetes and heart disease. Finally, let's discuss allium vegetables, onions, garlic, leeks, and shallots. These vegetables are packed with bioactive compounds, including allicin in garlic, which is recognized for its potent antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory effects. Regular consumption of allium vegetables has been associated with better cardiovascular health due to their ability to lower blood pressure and cholesterol levels. They also support immune system function, helping seniors fight off infections more effectively, which is especially valuable as the immune response naturally declines with age. Studies suggest that the sulfur-containing compounds in onions and garlic can help protect against certain cancers and have neuroprotective properties that may contribute to better cognitive function and a reduced risk of dementia. Incorporating these 5 types of vegetables into the daily diet of an elderly person can provide a broad range of nutrients that are essential for optimal health. Leafy greens deliver key vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber for bone strength, eye health, and heart protection. Cruciferous vegetables offer detoxifying compounds and cancer-fighting properties while supporting immunity and cognitive function. Root vegetables provide steady energy, hydration, and nutrients for eye and heart health. Beans and legumes have the protein and fiber needed to maintain muscle mass and a healthy digestive system, while also supporting cardiovascular and brain health. Allium vegetables further enhance immunity, lower inflammation, and protect heart and brain health. It's important to prepare these vegetables in ways that retain their nutritional value and are easy to chew and digest, especially for individuals with dental or digestive concerns. Steaming, lightly sautéing, or roasting can be great options, as these methods preserve vitamins and minerals while making the vegetables more palatable and easier to consume. Combining different vegetables in meals, such as adding spinach to soups, roasting a medley of root vegetables, or tossing broccoli and beans into salads, not only boosts nutritional value, but also keeps meals interesting and flavorful. In conclusion, a diet rich in leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables, root vegetables, legumes, and allium vegetables provides elderly individuals with the nutrients, antioxidants, and fiber needed to maintain strength, reduce the risk of chronic diseases, support cognitive function, and promote overall well-being. These vegetables are not just side dishes, they are powerful allies in the pursuit of a long, healthy, and vibrant life. By making them a staple at every meal, seniors can take meaningful steps towards safeguarding their health and enhancing their quality of life for years to come. When it comes to nutrition, nuts are widely praised for their health benefits. High in healthy fats, protein, vitamins, and minerals, they are an integral part of many balanced diets. However, for elderly individuals, certain types of nuts may pose challenges or even health risks. The aging body brings changes: slower digestion, weaker teeth, more delicate digestive tracts, and increased prevalence of specific health conditions such as diverticulitis, nut allergies, or trouble swallowing. The impact of various nuts on the body can vary greatly, and some should be approached with caution as we age. Let's explore 5 types of nuts that the elderly should ideally avoid or consume with caution, and analyze how each can affect the aging body. First on the list are Brazil nuts. While Brazil nuts are famous for their high selenium content, providing well over the recommended daily value in a single nut, this is precisely where the danger lies. For elderly individuals, the risk of selenium toxicity becomes significant, especially if they are taking other dietary supplements. Selenium toxicity can cause symptoms like gastrointestinal distress, hair loss, fatigue, irritability, and even nerve damage in severe cases. The elderly are at a higher risk of accumulating excessive minerals because kidney function declines with age, making it harder to filter out excessive nutrients. Moreover, the high fat content of Brazil nuts can be tough for those with slower digestion or existing gallbladder issues. For these reasons, Brazil nuts should be consumed only in moderation, if at all, by older adults. Pistachios are another nut that can be problematic. While generally healthy, pistachios are small, hard, and often consumed roasted and salted. For seniors with reduced dental health, chewing tough nuts like pistachios can result in fractured or chipped teeth, loose fillings, or general mouth discomfort. In addition, the highly salted varieties pose a risk to older adults with hypertension or heart conditions, as excess sodium intake is associated with increased blood pressure and fluid retention. Hard-to-chew foods also increase the risk for choking or aspiration, particularly for those who have weakened throat muscles or difficulties swallowing due to conditions such as stroke or Parkinson's disease. The fiber in pistachios can be excellent for gut health, but in some elderly people with compromised digestive tracts, especially those suffering from diverticulitis, the roughage and nut skins can sometimes aggravate symptoms. Macadamia nuts, while delicious and packed with healthy fats, present a few subtle risks to the elderly as well. Macadamias have a very high fat content, even by nut standards. For people with aging digestive systems, fats can take longer to break down, sometimes triggering gastrointestinal upset or loss of appetite. Overconsumption may lead to weight gain, which in turn increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and mobility issues, conditions more likely to develop or worsen with age. Additionally, macadamia nuts can be quite hard, presenting another chewing challenge for those with dental issues. While rare, macadamia nuts might also interact with certain medications, particularly those processed by the liver, as high fat loads can alter drug metabolism. Elderly individuals with existing gallbladder or pancreatic concerns may also find that macadamias worsen their symptoms. Almonds are a favorite for many due to their satisfying crunch and nutritional profile. However, their tough texture can create real dangers for elderly individuals with sensitive teeth or dentures. Raw whole almonds, in particular, are difficult to chew and swallow. This can lead to dental injuries, choking, or aspiration. Almond skins are high in insoluble fiber, which can sometimes irritate older digestive tracts, especially if a person is not used to a high-fiber diet or is suffering from disorders like irritable bowel syndrome or diverticulosis. Moreover, almonds often come roasted and salted, which, similar to pistachios, can contribute to excessive sodium intake. For those who experience kidney problems, the substantial phosphorus and potassium content in almonds could be harmful, as the kidneys may struggle to regulate these minerals, possibly leading to imbalances with serious health implications. Cashews are another nut to approach with care. Unlike many other nuts that are technically seeds, cashews are harvested in a way that leaves a natural toxin, urushiol, in the raw nut, which can cause severe reactions. While commercial cashews are roasted to remove this toxin, individuals with hypersensitive systems may still experience allergic-like symptoms or gastrointestinal upset. Cashews are comparatively higher in carbohydrates than other nuts, which means they can influence blood sugar levels more sharply. For elderly individuals with diabetes or prediabetes, rapid blood sugar swings increase the risk of hypoglycemia or hyperglycemia. Cashews are also dense and somewhat sticky, making them a riskier option for seniors with swallowing difficulties. Finally, like most nuts, salted cashews can add up quickly in sodium, posing another risk for heart and kidney health. In summary, while nuts can be a nutritional powerhouse, it's critical to recognize the unique challenges they may present for aging bodies. Brazil nuts can easily lead to selenium overdose. Pistachios and almonds, hard-textured and often salted, are difficult to chew and may worsen dental problems or cardiovascular issues. Macadamia nuts bring a load of fats that may tax the older digestive system and interact poorly with certain conditions and medications. Cashews, with their potential allergens and blood sugar impact, can introduce unnecessary risks for sensitive seniors. For the elderly who enjoy nuts and can safely digest them, it is vital to choose forms that minimize risk. Opt for raw, unsalted varieties in sliced or chopped forms rather than whole, hard nuts. Nut butters can be an excellent alternative, though they too should be unsweetened and unsalted, and eaten in moderation. Drinking plenty of fluids while eating nuts can help digestion and swallowing, but all nut consumption should take individual health concerns, medications, and mouth health into account. Consulting a healthcare provider or registered dietitian is the best way to personalize dietary decisions, ensuring the many benefits of nuts can be enjoyed without unintended health complications. By understanding how each type of nut interacts with the aging body, seniors can make informed, safe choices, leading to not only better nutrition, but also greater peace of mind. When it comes to healthy eating, few foods are as nutrient-dense and beneficial as nuts. Especially for elderly individuals, incorporating a variety of nuts into their daily diet can make a significant difference to overall well-being, longevity, and quality of life. Nuts provide a powerhouse of essential nutrients, including healthy fats, protein, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and a range of phytochemicals that have been shown in studies to support heart health, cognitive function, and more. Let's take a closer look at 5 of the best types of nuts for seniors to eat regularly and examine the unique health effects each brings to the table. First, we have almonds, often considered one of the most nutritious nuts available. Almonds are rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that supports immune function and helps protect cells against oxidative stress, which increases as we age. Their high content of magnesium aids in maintaining strong bones and a healthy heart, a crucial concern in older adults. The fiber in almonds can promote digestive health and regularity, which often become more challenging with age. Additionally, almonds are loaded with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, which can help support healthy cholesterol levels, reducing the risk of heart disease. Regular almond consumption has even been linked to improved blood sugar control, an important benefit for older adults managing diabetes or metabolic syndrome. Plus, the protein in almonds helps to preserve muscle mass, combating age-related muscle loss known as sarcopenia. Next on the list are walnuts, which are distinguished by their impressive omega-3 fatty acid content. Walnuts are one of the only nuts that provide a significant source of plant-based omega-3s, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. These fats are crucial for reducing inflammation throughout the body, supporting cardiovascular health, and even aiding in mood regulation and cognitive function. Studies have shown that regular walnut intake correlates with a reduced risk of heart disease, better cognitive health, and potentially even a lower risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases like dementia or Alzheimer's. Their polyphenols and antioxidants support healthy blood vessels and brain cells, making walnuts a top pick for maintaining mental sharpness and memory as we age. Walnuts also offer fiber, B vitamins, magnesium, and a host of other nutrients beneficial for senior health. Pistachios are a third excellent choice, thanks to their high concentration of nutrients while being naturally lower in calories compared to many other nuts. Pistachios are particularly notable for their content of vitamin B6, which is vital for supporting healthy brain function and the production of neurotransmitters such as serotonin and GABA, both important in maintaining mood and healthy sleep patterns. Another key benefit is their abundance of lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids that play a protective role in maintaining optimal eye health and slowing age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of blindness in older adults. The antioxidants in pistachios also help protect against cellular damage, while their fiber and protein make them especially satisfying, supporting healthy digestion and curb between-meal hunger, which is important for weight management in the elderly. Cashews, creamy and mild-flavored, hold their own as a superfood for seniors. They are an excellent source of magnesium and copper, two minerals often lacking in older adults that are essential for bone strength, immune function, and energy production. Cashews also contain iron and zinc, nutrients that support hemoglobin formation and a robust immune response. Their rich unsaturated fat content helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels. Cashews contribute to maintaining nerve health and muscle function, and their antioxidants may help reduce inflammation linked to chronic conditions such as arthritis. For those who struggle with chewing harder nuts, soaking cashews can make them easier to digest and incorporate into a variety of dishes, from spreads to sauces. Finally, Brazil nuts deserve special mention, if perhaps for portion control. Just a single Brazil nut per day can deliver the daily recommended intake of selenium, a trace mineral that is critical for thyroid health, immune function, and antioxidant defense. Selenium helps detoxify harmful compounds in the body, reducing oxidative stress that contributes to aging and disease. Adequate selenium intake has been linked to a reduced risk of certain cancers and improved cognitive performance in the elderly. However, it's important not to eat Brazil nuts in excess due to their extremely high selenium content. Just 1 or 2 a day is sufficient. What happens when these 5 nuts become a regular part of an elderly individual's diet? The cumulative effects are impressive. Heart health is protected through improved lipid profiles, lower blood pressure, and decreased inflammation. Cognitive function benefits from the array of vitamins, minerals, and essential fatty acids that support neural functioning, memory, and even mood stability. Digestion and weight management are enhanced by the fiber and protein content, which promote satiety and regular bowel habits. Eye health, immune function, and even longevity may see boosts thanks to the antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals these nuts provide. It's important to remember that while nuts are exceptionally healthy, they should be enjoyed in moderation due to their calorie density. A small handful of mixed nuts daily, about 1 to 1.5 ounces or a quarter cup, is generally an ideal amount. Seniors should also consider their dental health. For those who have difficulty with hard nuts, purchasing slivered, chopped, or ground varieties, or gently toasting them, can make consumption more manageable and enjoyable. Individuals with nut allergies should obviously avoid nuts and discuss alternatives with their healthcare provider. And for those managing kidney disease, sodium restrictions, or other medical conditions, consulting a healthcare professional about which nuts are best and in what quantity is always a wise approach. In summary, adding a variety of nuts, such as almonds, walnuts, pistachios, cashews, and Brazil nuts, can bring a host of health benefits for the elderly, from promoting heart and brain health to supporting immune function and bone strength. By making these nutritious snacks a regular part of the diet, seniors can enjoy flavorful, satisfying foods that contribute not just to longer life, but to better living every day.